What's going on, G-Meister, and welcome to a little discussion about why Sonic games differ and vary in quality so much. They can be from bad to like great. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be discussing why this is why Sonic games varied in quality so much. Now, the first reason is Yuji Naka leaving, the creator of Sonic the Hedgehog leaving. So there's basically two guys we want to talk about. Yuji Naka, the creator of Sonic the Hedgehog, and Takashi Iizuka. Takashi Iizuka is the guy that, he's a creative director, you know, he comes up with the concepts, he comes up with the ideas for games, such as Sonic holding a sword, wisps, you know, etc., etc., you know, he comes up with the ideas. While Yuji Naka, he's the guy that kept, he's like the backbone, you know? He's the one that kept, Takashi Iizuka focused and directed. He didn't let him go too crazy, but he did let him have his ideas, you know what I mean? Like, so that's their dynamic, right? Yuji Naka was like the backbone for the Sonic the Hedgehog series, from like Sonic 1 until like Shadow the Hedgehog. Because during the development of Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, Yuji Naka left Sega and Sonic Team, and he also brought some people along with him, meaning like almost everybody. So they had to, like, Sega had to go like get a brand new, basically a whole set of new people to develop Sonic 06. That's like one of the many reasons why that game's bad and like rushed. Also, don't blame Takashi Iizuka for that one either, because yeah, he didn't have anything to do with 06. I'm just saying that right now for you guys. Takashi Iizuka had nothing to do with it. Right. So basically, Yuji Naka was the backbone of the series. He was the one that kept Sonic focused. I'm not saying that no bad games or meh games came out during the time he was directing, but overall Sonic was focused, you know what I mean? And Takashi Iizuka came up with the ideas, you know what I mean? But after Yuji Naka left after 06, Sonic Team and Sega were kind of confused about where to take Sonic, you know? Because we no longer have our backbone, you know what I mean? So Takashi Iizuka had the great idea to split up the developing teams into three. The A team, the B team, the C team. I think this is because they wanted to like see what had multiple teams going out there developing Sonic games to experiment to see what worked, what didn't, what they can improve on, etc. And this was also very profitable to Sega. Like, hey, if we have three teams developing Sonic games at the same time, it's like, whoa, we're gonna earn a lot of money. And now, before I go over what team developed what, I want to bring something up. Shadow Makawa. Oh my gosh, I butchered that name so goddamn bad. But anyways, he was the writer of the Sonic games. He came around Sonic R and was the writer of many Sonic games such as Adventure 2, 06, etc. Unleashed, Black Knight, you know, all those games. Now, if you guys see my Sonic Forces discussion video, you guys may know I like me some serious, well-rounded Sonic games, like having some serious elements in it, while putting in some comedic, putting some slapstick, you know, putting a little comedy in, but not taking itself too serious, but taking itself serious. This is what this man did. That's what Shiro did. He was the man responsible behind that style of writing for Sonic. But he left after 2009, and the last game he worked on was Sonic and the Black Knight, which I think the story in that game was pretty good, along with many others he worked on. So after that, it went to like more kiddish, more slapstick storytelling, you know what I mean? With colors, you know, being a little, and the story department a little weak. But, you know, Generations not having a story at all, just being filled with fan service, and Lost World just being a mixed bag overall. So yeah, after Shiro left, the stories of Sonic games kind of went down. But I know that's not why you're here, so let's just talk about what these teams did. Back to the A team, the B team, and the C team. Now the A team developed they developed the mainstream console Sonic game. They developed Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Generations. Now, as we all know, Unleashed was a step in the right direction for Sonic, you know what I mean? With a boost formula. The only thing it really did wrong was the Werehog. The Werehog was definitely a misstep, but they were still experimenting at the time, seeing what worked and what didn't. And it also needed a little bit of brushing up, you know, just quality check, fixing it up a little bit. But overall, Unleashed was a solid game. And then we talk about Generations, and everything about that game is perfect, except the fact that it doesn't have a story and just filled with fan service dialogue. That's all. The story, Generations is great. It just doesn't have a story. And while the B team developed games such as Sonic Colors and Sonic Lost World, the exclusive games for Nintendo, basically. Colors was a step in the right direction, except it focused a little bit too much on 2D for me, and it did introduce a Wisp, which I'm fine with, but some people have a problem with. Speaking of the Wisp, Lost World was a mixed bag. It was way too gimmicky, and the story was a mixed bag of slapstick and trying to take itself serious, and the Wisp was there for no reason. It was just a weird bag, Lost World was. That game's direction was just lost, if you ask me. And the C team, which is basically like Dimps and all them, you know what I mean? Who developed Sonic Rush Adventure, Sonic Rivals 2, the handheld version of Sonic Colors, Generations, and Lost World, all those guys, the handheld guys, and most of their games are alright, actually. The only one I'd say was really bad is Lost World for the 3DS. Yeah, that's what each team developed. Overall, a little bit mixed, but I particularly think that I don't think they should have split up into teams, because it's like they're not focused. They weren't focused at all. Everyone was trying to do different things. One team was developing a game where Sonic got boosted and did Werehogs, while another one was developing a game where Sonic was in a different dimension and being a pirate and what? Kind of going overseas and stuff. And one person was developing a game where Sonic was using aliens in a giant amusement park. It was unfocused, and I feel like if they all just united, came back into one united team, we would have the perfect Sonic game. You know what I mean? If only that could happen. Wait a minute. Wait, what? Sonic Forces? Wait a minute. Everyone's united? There's no more teams like that? There's no more separated teams? It's all one big team? Everyone's developing this game? Huh. And oh my gosh, Shiro's back! Shiro's developing is writing the stories for Sonic Forces? Holy crap! What? Oh my gosh, everyone is working together. Everyone from the series past, from all three teams. Forces! My gosh, Forces, you're my hopes, you're my dreams right now. Everyone's together. Everyone's working on this game. This game's gonna be great. Mark my words right now. You can quote me on that. This game is gonna be great. Anyways, yeah, Sonic Forces has all teams working together, so that's pretty cool. And, everyone's focused on one project. It should have been like that the whole time. But still, I understood why Izuka decided to split them into teams. But, yeah. Everyone's focused, everyone is there. It's great. Forces is gonna be good. Pretty good. Okay. So, in conclusion, the reason why Sonic games varied so much is because Yuji Naka left, meaning the series had no backbone or direction. Izuka wanted to experiment quite a bit by making 3 different teams to find out what worked and what didn't work. And in the end, it led to a mixed bag of games, from good to great to mediocre to okay. If a Sonic game succeeded in something, it failed in another thing. And another Sonic game probably succeeded in that, but failed in the other thing. It was all not focused. But that's where Sonic Forces comes in, is everything's being focused on everything in that game, you know? It's all gonna work out. Because everyone's united after the fight. That's a little line from the theme song, Sonic Forces Fist Bump. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys and girls find this video interesting. If you did, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I would like to hear your comments, actually. I would like to hear your thoughts on this. And, yeah, if you want to see more content from me, you can join the notification squad and subscribe, you know? And, yeah, click the end cards to, you know, check out other stuff I do, you know? Click the little end cards on screen. Anyways, yeah, I've been G-Meister, and, yeah, peace out, Meister out.